everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack and today we have got a local derby against KR. One of them, I can't remember their name. This one, KR, we're going to call them KR. And a cup quarter final against Valkyria, I believe. I thought I'd start on this screen because I don't believe you've seen this screen really. So against KR today, they're our rivals. And then Scalagrima. Media prediction 10th. We haven't got any legends at the club, but we've got a fair few icons, and I might go through these one day. Not now. No point. 2-star reputation. 1946 they were born. Good-o. Let's go to the schedule because it's been going okay, to say the least, I think. We obviously played the first two games where we lost and drew. We then lost to IBV, 1-0. Played horribly, and then we changed the tactics up a little bit. So I thought, get a bit of rotation in. And then we played IH, which I believe are a non-league Icelandic club, and they went 1-0 up, and I was like, oh god, this is horrible. But we did manage to win 3-1. Levery, Lovrich, and Bakayoko getting the goals in that game. We then played UBK back in the league. We drew 1-0 thanks to a Christiansen late goal, 94th minute. Drew 1-0 with them. We then drew 2-2 with Forta Reykjavik, I believe it is. 2-2. We were 2-0 down in this one as well, but we bounced back. Bakayoko and Lovrich getting 2 goals in the last 15 minutes in that one. And then we finally picked up another win in the cup again against UMFG Grindavik. Bakayoko, 1-0 win, perfect. 0-0 against Volnia. We should have won, I think. They're a newly promoted side, I believe. We should have won, but didn't. But then we beat FH. FH seemed to be FH's bogey side because we always beat them for some reason. We got 4 points from them last season. We've beaten them this season with a 95th minute Barbosa goal to win 1-0, which is fantastic. And then we let ourselves down by another promoted club, IBK, I believe. 2-2. We were 1-0 up with Gizan, and then went 2-1 down, and then Mucci scored straight after their goal, kick-off highlight, to make it 2-2. Undefeated. Only one win in the league, though, and one win in the cup, so it's a bit weird. Like I said, we got KR, local rivals, who are third in the league, very good team, and then we got Valkyria in the quarterfinals of the Visa Bakia Karla, the Icelandic FA Cup, I'm going to call it. Let's show you the league table. We're sitting in 8th. There is definitely a gap already appearing. But because we've been picking up points and we won that one game against FH, we're kind of clinging on at the moment. I do want to, if we can pick up a win today, which I very much doubt. They've only lost one game all season. But if we can pick up a win, fingers crossed we'll be able to do that. Have I sorted the team out? I don't believe I have. I'll show you the formations. So, we won't be playing this formation, but we are, when we're at home, we're playing a 4-2-3-1. Literally just moves the DM into attack, and just to be more positive at home. But we've stuck with the 4-3-3 for now. But we've changed the midfield around pretty much to a defensive mid on a half-back instead of a box-to-box midfielder. Was it there? We've gone deep line, advanced playmaker. We've gone deep line playmaker and ball winner midfielder, which was already there. Both wingers are now on support. I think one was on attack, one was on support, and the target man's now on attack. We've got early crosses hit in as well, I think. I know we don't on this one. I thought we did. Do we have it on this one? We have it on one of them. I don't know why it takes a while to switch. Oh, maybe we don't. I thought we did. I thought we had early crosses on one, but maybe we don't. Oh well. And yeah, defense is just there to sit a proper back 4, back 5 when needs be. So that's perfect. Let me come back to you. I'll sort out the team. We are playing this formation today. I'll sort out the team, and then we can go into the KR game. Right then, we've changed it up. We've made more efforts with the substitutions, and mainly First team was what we saw, just the midfield just changed up a little bit. So McCary in goal, Mertens, Lovric, Pack and Ortega, first start of the season for him. He wants some more first team football, so we're going to start giving it him in this little episode. Cisse at half back, Jason, Barbosa, Denkovic, Babbitt and Bakayoko up front. Like I said, they're third in the league. Ortega would take the armband, which is a bit risky considering it's his first game of the season. But what was I saying? I completely forgot. I completely forgot what I was saying, boys. They're playing 4-4-2. I've noticed that 4-4-2 is a very, very popular formation in this league. I don't know why I haven't noticed it before, but it's very, very. I'm just thinking maybe we should go to a 4-4-2 at some point. But at the moment, 4-1-2-1, 4-1-4-3-3 is working fine. I believe the last time we played this lot, we got smashed 3-0. I think it was at the tail end of last season, was it? It was on video, I think. We got smashed 3-0. And it was horrible. So I want to at least try and pick up a point today, as Jizan is on the ball and he's being tackled and we got a sending off in a derby, my friends. They are down to 9 men. They're still decent. So I don't want to get my hopes up too high. But it's definitely an advantage. Right, another highlight here. Cisse is on the ball to Jizan, to Cisse, to Barbosa. Can we pick up an attacker? That's a poor shot. Is that the highlight? That's a terrible highlight to see, isn't it? Well, we got another highlight. Hopefully this highlight's not as bad as the other one. Yeah, nearly as bad. They've hit the crossbar. They've been 2 yellow cards and a red card. Does that mean the guy that got 2 yellow cards and then he got red card, or did he have 2 other players on yellow cards? Because if they have 2 other players on yellow cards, that's mental. Yeah, they're counting the 2 yellow cards for the bloke and then the red card. Okay. Now, they are still on top of us. This is the problem. 10 men. 10 men, and they're just still there. We're not getting any chance. They've hit the bar again, and McCary makes a brilliant save. This is the worrying thing. They're 10 men, and they're just still on top. Do we kind of push them back a bit and move to the more positive formation? Or do we try and stick with this and try and get a draw away from home? I'm in a bit of a predicament, and I'm not liking it, really. They've got a free kick, Cervic to take it, and it's gone wide of the post. McCary had it covered, I would say. Right, that is half time then, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with the more positive formation at the start of the second half, but we're not just going to go positive. We're going to go attack, and we're going to come out of the blocks attacking for the first 10-15 minutes. I'm going to say I'm very pleased, very happy, which I am. Even if they are 10 men, I'm still very pleased to be 0-0 at half time. But we are going to do it. I'm not going to make any substitutions because we don't need to. We can just do that and then put Barbosa over at deep line playmaker, and that's perfect. But I just want to be more adventurous for the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, just to push them back a bit and be like, okay, we need to treat these lot with a bit of respect now, even if we are 10 men. And hopefully it doesn't backfire. Hopefully. Right. Ortega with a throw-in. Babbitt to Jizan. Whips it in. Denkovic is there. It's worked. It's paid off, boys. Denkovic with a header. Fucking get in there, boys. We're up to 11 points. Double figures. If we can hold on, that'd be fantastic. If we can hold on, I've picked up a scalp of FH and KR. I don't think they're local derbies. I think they're competitive. I think it's competitive. So it's like a Man United Leeds kind of thing. But still, it's still a derby. First shot on target. First goal. I take it. We've done the 15 minutes. So we're going to drop back to the 4-3-3. Just for the time being. Swap the midfield around again. To that. And then in the next 10 minutes, we'll make a couple of substitutions. Not all of them. And then I might shout concentrate as well, actually, while we're here. Make a couple of substitutions, and then if we need to, say, bring on a centre-back or bring on a striker, then we can. Denkovic with a corner, though, plays it to Lovric, and that would have been a massive goal if he had scored that. that was, I think, just about paid off, which I'm very, very happy with. Babbitt is going to come off for Mucci, and Barbosa is absolutely shattered, so he can come on for Christiansen. Christiansen is a player who's on the transfer list. He's one of the players that won't go, and I still need a centre mid. I need to buy a centre mid, but because of the financial issues and because the budget is maxed out at the moment, it's a bit tight, let's say. So we can't do that at the moment, unfortunately. But we have got some linings up in the works. But we have got 5 minutes to go, and I'm going to bring on that last substitution, I think, just to waste a bit more time. What we're going to do is we're going to take off Jeezen, I think, for Swaz, I think. We're going to do that and then have 2 defensive midfielders. Or should I go 5 at the back? No, we're going to have 2 defensive midfielders. You can be there still as a ball winning. You can go in the middle, please. Thank you. Still as a ball winning, and Swaz can go as an anchor man. And Cisse can go as a... Does a halfback work in a 2? So somewhat an aggressive seat and a defensive, but the halfback drops deeper. So, yeah, I would say a halfback still works, judging on that. So we're going to keep it like that. We are going to go defensive as well. And where's the waste more time option? Where is it? In possession, frequent. Should we go like proper whenever possible? Yes. Waste time. Fingers crossed it doesn't backfire, because I've done time wasting before and it's backfired on me. Please, if we can pick up a win today, that'd be fantastic. I think we might. Oh, there's time for a goal here, my friends. Cisse to Swaz, over to Mertens. If we can keep the ball in their half, I'll be more than happy. Denkovic back to Mertens to Cisse. Just keep the ball, boys. Don't piss about with it. Cisse to Christiansen. That's fine. To Mucci. I think we've done enough, boys. I think we've done enough. Ortega to Cisse. This is a brilliant end to the half. Just play it around. Let them chase. Ortega now. That should be it. Ref, call the whistle. Free kick. That is it. We've got a win against our competitive rivals. Not local rivals, competitive rivals. Helped by that 13th minute red card, but I will take it. Take it either way. That was really special. And that's perfect motivation going into the cup game. I know this team dominated us, but they're a much, much better team than we are. And we managed to get a win out of them, which we're now part of this group. We're just sneaking in. 5 points away from Europa League. We're just sneaking in, which is fantastic to see. Let's go to this cup quarter-final. If we can win that, we're only 2 wins away from a cup, boys. And that'll be good. Nearly started the game without you, didn't I? We were... oh dear. I started talking and I realised halfway through, I was like, I haven't turned the recording back on yet. So I've done it now. Doesn't matter. We're going for the exact same team and whatnot as we did in the last game against KR, our rivals. I thought, let's just keep everything the same. The winning mentality's there. Let's keep everything the same. And they're lining up as a 4-2-3-1, so that might have helped us. A team such as ours should be winning this, so that should suggest that we're favourites, which is interesting. But remember, this is a quarter-final tie. We're 1 win away from a semi-final. We're 1 win away from a semi-final. That's how cup competitions work, Jack. 2 wins away from a final. Now, we got a free kick, though. Jeezen whips it in. I did say earlier on in the... Was it like last episode or the episode before? Can't remember that cup competitions are important to us now. Because of the summer and how bad that went, we need reputation growth. And the one way to get a reputation growth... He's offside. He's got to be offside, he is. The one way to get reputation growth, not only manage expectations and exceed them, do well in cups. Doing well in cups does not only your reputation but the club's reputation wonders. So why are the offline lines still there? But they've gone. Bakayoko keeps it in, but we're on top at the moment, which is good to see. But that's all we need. I think we need that little bit of reputation boost to another. I think they said 4th rounds. They want. Finally. I was like, how the hell have you missed that, Bakayoko? But he's put us 1-0 up. I think they wanted us to be 4th round, so we've already exceeded that. So that's going in our favour as well now. So we've exceeded expectations from a board. Perfect. They also want us to avoid relegation. We're doing well on that at the moment. Perfect. Hopefully we can carry on and finish mid-table again. And that will help our reputation a hell of a lot. And that's what we're looking for. So even if we get to a semi-final of the Cup, even if we go out today, we should have sealed, that expectation exceeded limit, if you will. And the board should be happy with us. And then other boards should see that, oh, he's doing all right. We'll give him a job. It's all about mind games and whatnot when you're job hunting. I think I tried to jump ship a little bit too early. But I've realised that now, and I thought, even if I had the fears in the last episode that we'll get sacked at some point, if we do well, all we have to do is just play our cards right, not only on the pitch, but in my mind as well. Play the cards right. That's terrible. Everything about that goal was horrible. The throw-in, missing everyone, and the deflected goal. That was all just terrible. That's a foul. That's horrible. That was bad. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying, but all in all, I was saying, I don't care if I get sacked now, because I don't think we will. I think I was over-exaggerating a bit because the summer we had. I think I just needed to get back into the season, get back into IA, get some transfers in, get the team playing in the way I want to again, and just dig my heels in and be like, right, this is what we're doing, let's do this. And we're showing it at the moment. We're on this okay unbeaten streak. There's a bit too many draws in there, but it's alright for the time being. Let's make some substitutions. Mr. Kovic can come on. Zikaria can come on at left back. It's a bit iffy, and we're going to keep the second substitution for now, the third substitution even, because we've got a free kick and Babbitt's going to score. Oh, we nearly didn't as well. Pack's on it. Oh, we nearly got there. Can we get the ball back? He does get the ball back. I'm a bit worried though. We should be winning this game, but we're doing our best not to at the moment. Denkovic whips in the ball and it's been headed away. We play with more caution. We're playing cautious, mate. Jesus. Right. 15 minutes to go. Can we get the job done? I don't know if it goes into extra time or a replay. I assume extra time? Because if it's a replay, that's going to be another game to play then, isn't it? It's going to be a nightmare. Right. I think we pushed for it. We're at home. I think we pushed for it. We do what we did in the last one. Who in the midfield has played the worst or is the most tired? Gizan, you're the most tired, mate. So we're gonna put. I don't think any of these players can play centre attack or midfield. Oh, he can. Oh, Denkovic can. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. We'll do that. Attacking. We've made our third substitution. We've got 5 minutes to try and pick up a goal. Hopefully, we haven't just cost ourselves a tie and let them in to score. I assume it's 3 minutes until added on time, into extra time even. But there's a highlight. Babbitt's on the ball. Denkovic crosses it in. Bakayoko's there. And they're on the counter-attack here. Ball over the top, but Pack's got it and he's got no pressure on him. That's fine. Simple ball across. Lovric. Come on, players. Give him options. Pack to Cisse. What's he got in his locker? He's been impressive. He's impressed me quite a lot. Babbitt crosses it in, but he's found nobody. It's gone back to Babbitt. Luckily, Barbosa. Babbitt again. Come on, boys. We need a killer ball. Cisse to Barbosa once again. Yeah, I was saying, Cisse's impressed me since he come in. He's a really solid player. Denkovic to Bakayoko. I can't shout too much because it's 1:15 in the morning, but come on. What a goal that is. Cisse plays it into Barbosa. Denkovic plays it into Bakayoko. First time. Both times the attacking formation has worked. We're not even going to change formation. We're just going to go very defensive. Both times in this episode we have gone attacking, and both times it's paid off. I thought we were going to see it then with a Bakayoko goal. Don't screw it up now, boys. We're a minute over. The ref should have caught this. Win that. Good win. Barbosa, get it. Yes. What an episode. What an absolute episode. Fucking get in there. Right, it's now important. Let's calm the lads down. Calm me down. It's important now not to switch off. Bakayoko. Oh, I think that was his 7th goal of the season from 16 games. It's not too bad, to be fair. I think it's better than most of our strikers have done in recent years. We deserved that win, and we got it. We're into the semi-final of the Icelandic Cup. Let's just see where the board expects. 4th round. We're exceeding expectations. Look how happy they are that we're into the semi-final. We got FH. We're not playing FH, but we can potentially get FH. Vikingur, who the league below, versus KR, who we just beat. So it's Prem versus bottom league. And whoever that team is, I think they might be a non-league team versus IBV. So you think the away sides win there? Hopefully Vikingur or these two come in and we can get those. Fingers crossed. Let's jump to the draw. I think it was here on the 6th. Let's jump to that, and hopefully we can get someone. Does it really matter? We've already exceeded expectations, so that's fine. We're in the semi-final. That's all that matters. Right, I've calmed down a little bit. We've got the semi-final draw. FH, I assume that is. I don't know these teams. I think they're all the Prem teams. Looking at that, Vikingur in it. We had Vikingur in the group, and we lost to them, I believe. We seem to be FH's bogey side, but I really want to avoid them. IBV, we played them early in the season and lost. Vikingur in the league below. On our day, I think we can take on anyone. But you'd want this, wouldn't you? We're away at FH. That couldn't have been any worse, really. That couldn't have been any worse. Right, that's fine, though. We seem to do well against FH, and we've exceeded all expectation. That's fine. We got to the semi-final of the cup. If it ends at this point, I'm fine with that. When is this match? 30th of July. So it's there. We'll come back for that, I guess. We'll come back for that and the IBF game. Yeah, we'll come back for the FH and the IBF game. It's incidentally playing at FH after that as well. Semi-final and then the IBV game. IBF I've been calling them, haven't I? IBV game. That was fine by me. We've got a big game coming up next. What an episode that was. Fantastic. If you did like that, please drop a like on the video. It means a hell of a lot to me. Please subscribe if you're new around here or you haven't done so already. And I shall see you again in the next episode for another big one. Thank you very much for watching.